In this episode,
I'm showing you 5 black decor mistakes that quietly make the most beautiful pieces look cheap and how to fix them. We're breaking down everything from too many small pieces to shelves with no focal point to bad lighting and everything in between. If you've ever looked at your space and thought, I love my black decor, but something feels off, this episode is for you. And with that, let's get started. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's dive in. Mistake number 1, too many small pieces everywhere. When everything is tiny, nothing stands out. On this first pick, everything is cute, but everything's also the same size. Your eye keeps moving like, okay, who's in charge here? And the shelf has no answer. Now this next pick, new shelf, same story. More small pieces, still no leader, is giving collection, but why am I already tired? And then there's this one, following the same pattern, beautiful pieces, all competing in the same size range. Everybody wants attention, but nobody wants to step up. Now, let's look at the before and after, because this is where the light bulb really goes off. On the before side, it's the same energy we've been seeing. Lots of small pieces and nobody's in charge. Your eye is working overtime. But on the after, one large piece steps forward and says, I've got this. And just like that, everybody else falls in line. The smaller pieces calm down. The shelf can breathe, and suddenly it looks curated instead of crowded. Sis, when you give the eye a leader and let the smaller pieces play backup, the whole space shifts. It feels intentional, elevated, and looks expensive without you spending one more dime. Mistake number 2, no focal point. When nothing draws the eye, the shelf feels forgettable. So I do get what the designer was trying to do here, but the books and the statue isn't giving. The space is too small. The colors between the books and the statue do not contrast enough. It's just not working. And here is the same issue. While I do love that Africa-shaped shelf, I think it's beautiful, but I do not think it's the right piece to showcase books, especially this many books. It is so crowded. It looks like a hot mess. On this third pick, the pattern is clear. Multiple pieces, all treated as equals, all spaced evenly, all waiting their turn to be noticed. The shelf isn't wrong, it just is missing a leader. Without a focal point, nothing feels memorable. All right, so let's take a look at the redo. On the left side, you have the before. And yes, very nice African-inspired pieces. But the problem is that no piece is larger, darker, or more commanding than the other. So what happens? Your eye quickly scans the left side and then it leaves because there's no reason to stay. But let's go to that right side, the after. There's one bold African bust that grabs your attention. It's larger than everything else on the shelf and is positioned properly with authority. It feels confident, intentional, and memorable. And don't just take my word for it. Ask yourself, which one of these two presentations screams upscale and expensive? Mistake number 3, everything matching. All one thing looks flat, safe, and uninspired. All right, so we have 3 masks here. They are the same size, same material, same energy, and they look as if they came as a set. Not bad pieces, but because they match so perfectly, they flatten each other out. Nothing is supreme. Your eye reads them once and keeps it moving. Now on this second pick, this is where it starts giving, I bought these 3 pieces from the sales section at Family Dollar. And listen, no shade. We've all been there. But here's the thing. Truly elevated pieces are rarely bought in 3s. When everything matches this closely, same finish, same scale, same vibe, it starts to look mass-produced instead of collected. Keeping it 100, it starts to look cheap. Here we see that the pattern continues. Everything is still playing the same note, same texture, same tone, same visual weight. There's no contrast, no tension, no moment that makes you pause. The space feels coordinated, yes, but also very predictable, like it's waiting on something interesting to happen. Now let's take a look at the before and after. On the before side, everything matches so well that it blends together. Nothing pops because nothing is allowed to be different. But on the after, that's where the shelf wakes up. Different textures start talking to each other. Smooth meets rough, light meets dark, old meets new. One piece finally stands out because it's no longer surrounded by clones. And that's why having pieces that are distinct matters. When everything matches, your decor looks flat and cautious. But when you mix materials, finishes, and shapes, your space gains depth and confidence. Mistake number 4, ignoring lighting. No lights mean no warmth, no magic. So let's pause here because I think people really get it twisted when they think you need to buy new things to upgrade your decor. You don't have to buy a thing, and I'll prove it here. I'm going to show you the same piece, same placement, same everything. Here, she's without lighting, she's cute, she's behaving, but the goal feels muted. The details get lost, and the piece reads like nice decor, but not an intentional moment. Nothing is wrong, but nothing's happening either. Now, watch what happens when the lights come on. The same buzz suddenly wakes up. The gold starts catching feelings, the texture shows up, the face has depth. She goes from blending in to holding court, and all you did was add light. No shopping, no restyling, just illumination. Now let's move on to the second example. This is the Willits Designs All Night Long bust in my foyer. It's a completely different piece, different scale, different presence. Here I'm showing you him without lighting. He almost disappears into the wall. The form is there, but the drama is missing. He looks like a nice object sitting in a niche, not the statement he's meant to be. But when you add light, now the story shows up. The shadows carve out the shape. The sax comes forward. The whole piece feels intentional, collected, and architectural. That's museum energy. That's like the house said, yes, this is staying. The before and after slide reinforces this. Same spaces, same pieces, no upgrades. But on the before, everything feels flat and quiet. And on the after, the pieces have presence. They command attention. They feel curated instead of placed. Sis, that's why lighting matters. It's the difference between black decor looking decorative and black decor looking like art. Mistake number 5, overpacking shelves. When every inch is filled, nothing feels special. Sis, the items are so packed on these shelves, it's nauseating. Like, why am I dizzy standing still? You might own beautiful black decor in this room, but nobody would ever know it. Okay, so you paid good money for this black decor and you plan to show all of it. I get it, I've been there, but here's the truth that nobody says out loud. When everything is out at once, nothing gets the respect it deserves. When pieces are stacked, layered, leaned, and squeezed in, even rare finds start to read like clutter. Now this one, beautiful pieces, but they're buried alive. There's culture here, history, craftsmanship, but everything is competing instead of collaborating. So nothing gets its moment and nothing feels special. And here's the thing, high-end collectors don't show everything they own. They let pieces rest, they rotate, and negative space is intentional. And this is where it finally clicks. On the before side, the shelves are overworked. Too many pieces, no pauses, no respect for space. But on the after, breathing room, intention, each piece gets to stand on its own and be seen. The shelf feels curated, collected, and yes, expensive. Sis, space is not your enemy. Overpacking is. Sometimes the glow up isn't buying more black decor, it's putting some of it away. Rotate, edit, let your pieces shine one at a time, because museum energy always leaves room for the art to speak. Sis, did any of these 5 mistakes make you rethink how you're styling your black decor? Let us know in the comments. Quick temperature check. I just want to make sure you're good. If this is your kind of conversation, I want to invite you to a deeper connection by joining the Redo Room right here on YouTube. This is black decor with intention and meaning. To join, just click the join button next to subscribe on this video. If you're watching on your phone, tap join right under the video title. Everything happens right here on YouTube. As you know, I like to wrap up every video with a soft life moment. So let me say this. Your home does not need to be perfect to be beautiful. It doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. It just needs to feel good to you. Soft life isn't about having more. It's about making room. Room to breathe, room to rest, room to enjoy what you already have. When you edit your space, you're not taking anything away. You're rotating it. You're allowing different elements a chance to shine. So tonight, light a candle, turn on a lamp, sit in your space and let it hold you for a moment. Pick one piece of decor to champion and really enjoy it. Because a soft life starts with black decor that feels intentional, peaceful, and loved. Thanks for hanging out with me today, family. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss the next soulful, inspirational moment right here on Mommy Room Redo.